Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah and today I'm with Dan, who is gonna tell me all about my Zodiac.
Astrology bullshit.
Full disclaimer, I know that it's all bullshit. But I also want Dan to tell me everything. So now we're really going to get to know each other. Yeah. Or you're going to get to know me. It's going to be like very one way.
Yes. Very one-sided, which is my preference because I'm a Libra, so.
Again. All I know is that a Libra is like, it's the scales, so it's like
very
balanced.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I know. My mum's a Libra.
Oh, cute.
My dad is an Aries. And what does this mean? I'm just burped. And my sister is a Taurus.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
So it's Libra, Aries, Taurus, Pisces. So you have a very balanced family because you have air, earth, water, and fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, we all get along. The four of us are like
that makes
good
sense.
Friends. So I'm born on the 19th of February, 1992 in Manchester, UK, just after midday. And my whole life, I've lived on the cusp.
Yeah.
Of Aquarius and Pisces. I've been having an identity crisis.
Which is something
time.
You have in common with my cat. Which I think Pisces, Janet is such a Pisces Aquarius cusp. And the reason I say that is because she's very much like, I want you to love me at all times. And I will love you when I feel like it.
Also, this is a cat you're talking about.
This is a cat, but that's not how all cats are.
Anytime I've looked at my horoscope in magazines and stuff when I've been growing up, it's always changed. So some of them will say I'm an Aquarius and some will say I'm a Pisces.
Interesting.
Like they'll just either put it at the 18th or the 19th where it changes. And so I'm just like, what? Who am I?
Do you find yourself identifying with either one or neither of them?
I feel like I've always lent towards Aquarius, but I don't know why. One of the things that I've experienced is people, when they've gotten to know me, and if they're into horoscopes, they're like, oh my God, you're such an Aquarius. So
that's
then
what
I was
just said 10 minutes ago. I was like, oh, I always think that you're an Aquarius.
So I've always been like, okay, then I'm an Aquarius. And then the other day, someone sent me to this website which shows you exactly the time when the sun moved from one sign to another, depending on obviously where in the world you were born. And for me, I'm a Pisces. It was yeah, you're a Pisces. So I was like, well, now I don't know anything. Everything I knew was a lie. Well, not that I knew anything to begin with.
Journaling every day is definitely Pisces and not Aquarius.
I have a 5-year diary that I write in every day, and I'm currently on my second diary, total year 7.
Yeah, see, that's Pisces.
But it's not how I feel. I used to do a lot of
it's not how I feel.
I used to do a lot of this is how I'm feeling stuff, and I occasionally do that, but this diary is this is what happened. So you can kind of look back and be like, oh, a year ago today, this was going on.
Okay, so something that's important for you to know about the fact that you've identified with Aquarius and that people think that about you is that in your chart, your stellium is Aquarius, which means
some Lord of the Rings bullshit.
It really is. Which means, and I'm just learning this and I only know half the words anyway because I learned based on feelings. So it basically means that of all the planets that were in a certain sign, a lot of the planets were in Aquarius. So more of them were in Aquarius than all the other planets. Yeah, see, so Venus, Mars, and Saturn. I don't know shit about Saturn, but Venus and Mars are very much your outwardly, what you put out into the world. Mars is how you're going around, how you're interacting with stuff, and Venus is your passion.
So my main ones, my sun is in Pisces, moon Virgo, rising Cancer.
Yes.
Tell me about myself.
You're a know-it-all.
Okay, yeah, I was a teacher's pet in school, so I'll take that.
You're a know-it-all, not even in the sense that I learn a lot and I know it, but more in the sense of Cancer is the ultimate know-it-all sign, and Stevie, for example, who's a quadruple cancer, well, literally, she'll be there has been absolutely no research done on this, and that's why it's dangerous. And I'll be they've researched this at Harvard Medical School, at this place, and at this place, and this place for the past 2 decades. And she'll be like, oh my God, really? She's so fine to learn something, but she will still come to you being this is 100% what I know to be true, before she really has any idea.
Sure.
Cancer is a very motherly sign, and Virgo is also a very motherly sign. They're very maternal energies. So,
I'm broody AF.
Okay, so moon is emotions, Your moon is in Virgo, mine is in Capricorn. So that means that your emotions are very motherly and mine are very dadly. Right?
Wasn't Jesus a Capricorn? What does that mean?
I don't know what Jesus was, because people say that we're celebrating Jesus' birthday in Sag season or Capricorn season,
Jesus is
but
not a Sagittarius.
but people have said that he was actually born in August. But if you think about the way he acts, he's a fucking Cancer. He's a fucking Cancer. If I've ever, first of all,
Just
Cancers are like
parenting everyone.
Parenting everyone, ultimate martyr, like the number one biggest martyr on planet Earth. It's literally Jesus. Like, I will die for your sins. We get it. Rising is like how people perceive you. So people perceive you as like, people are probably like, oh my God, thank you for doing this. You're so brave. Like, you're the one that did it for all of us.
And I fucking eat that shit up. This is my YouTube comments.
Yeah. You're so brave. You did this for all of us. And you're like, oh, thank you for
I'm
noticing
so
my
amazing.
sacrifice. That's like you. And Virgo moon, so like, okay, so your emotional motherhood and my emotional fatherhood. So like, if I were being a dad to someone, I would be like, hey kid, look what I gotcha. You know? Hey kid, look what I gotcha. And if your moon was being like a mom to someone, you would be like, what can I bring you? That would be the difference of how we would show our love. What else do you got? What's your Mercury?
Oh, that's Pisces as well.
I love it. That's Mercury is how you communicate.
Right.
So Pisces, let's talk about Pisces. So Pisces are very dreamy individuals. And I don't think there's anything negative about any sign, but to err on the side of negative.
Sure.
Pisces love to be drowning. Like they love to be overwhelmed. They're
I love being stressed by work.
They love to be stressed in work and especially in love. There's no such thing as the one that got away in my life. But Pisces...
Oh, I have like 10
Yeah, exactly. Pisces is like, oh, if only.
I'm in a very
If
happy, secure 2.5-year relationship with my partner, but there is definitely like people in my past who I'm like, oh. But I know
But at the end of the day,
so bad for me.
It not only is it bad for you, but it helps you live. It's like your lifeblood and your oxygen.
And my masturbation fantasies.
So Mercury is communication. So it's like how you communicate things. Pisces are very much associated with dreamy, and they're also the oldest sign. So they're like the older, the wiser. Like people have probably told you like you have an old soul or something like that.
Why is it the oldest sign? What does that mean?
Because the chart starts at Aries. So the beginning of the zodiac year is Aries, and the end of the zodiac year is Pisces.
Ah, didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you at all identify as a grandmother, grandfather, grandparent, that's the Pisces. My favorite thing about when people don't like astrology or don't believe in astrology is that everyone's argument is usually like, but that's how everyone feels. Like anyone, you could look at that and be like, well, anyone tells little white lies and whatever, but that's just not true.
That's not my issue with it. My issue with it is you cannot have a personality type based on the time and place you were born. Like, that literally says nothing about you.
So your understanding of Zodiac is that it's a personality type. So, you know how the moon is full and animals act weird? Or how about this? We'll make it even easier. You know how the tide changes based on the moon?
Yes, that I can get behind.
And
Science.
your period cycle can change based on the moon as well.
Not getting behind that.
So the tide changes. Well, guess what? Your body's 93% made of water. So...
That's true.
I'm
like, huh.
I can get behind that.
Correct. So as the moon gets full or becomes new, the water in your body is doing something. And the movement of the planets and the movement of the earth, the same way that the seasons change, the tides change, animals get weird, whatever, it does the same thing.
So this is why everyone's like, if there's someone says on Twitter like, oh, I've had a really bad week, someone will just swoop right in and be like, yeah, because Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, why can't I just have a bad week? But I want it to be a bad week of my own doing.
Yes.
Like, I created this workload for myself because I'm a self-employed freelancer and no one's telling me what to do except myself.
Yeah, so we're basically saying the same thing. Because you're like, I created this for myself because I wanted to. And I'm like, you wanted to do it because you're a fucking Pisces. Can I tell you what a freelancing Sagittarius does? Not that.
What does a freelancing Sagittarius do?
A freelancing Sagittarius is like, I'm so busy with 3 things to do in a month. Whereas a Pisces is like, I'm gonna fucking die. I only have 3 things to do this month. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna split these 3 jobs up into 6.
Okay, this is the first time so far in this video that I'm now feeling exposed. You were gonna say something you had written down about Aquarius Pisces cusps.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Stevie said, cusps are fake, right? And I said, not at all, because Janet is a Pisces Aquarius cusp, and
This
it's
is the cat.
incredibly obvious. She's like, you love me all the time, and I love you when I feel like it, but we both know that we love each other deep down. And also, she talks constantly.
She's being quiet right now.
I know, but
Maybe it's because there's another Aquarius Pisces cusp in the room.
maybe you're overtaking. No, she's just sleeping. If you could remember back to when you walked in, she was like,
Yeah, so now your turn. Tell me about Libra. What's your moon? What's your rising?
Don't make me talk about myself. Okay, I'm a Libra. My moon is in Capricorn, and my rising is Pisces. Let's see. Pisces is pretty goofy. So the way that people perceive me is like, I'm goofy, I'm easygoing, I'll say whatever needs to be said.
And
that's me.
What's rising again?
Rising is
like-
how people perceive you, basically.
Okay.
So
So how come when you're a Pisces, you're goofy and fun? But when I'm a Pisces, I'm drowning in sadness and stress.
because you're a Cancer rising.
I don't understand.
Well, because it's just my rising, so it's how people are perceived. But that's how Pisces are perceived too. But your rising is Cancer, so how you're perceived is not like a Pisces.
The one thing that I just realized that I want to now figure out is what my partner's is.
Yes.
I don't know what time of day he was born though.
That mostly affects rising. So
Okay.
If
He's
we
a
can-
Gemini. You know how I think it's all bullshit?
yeah.
My Dan would be like 10 times more. Like, it's absolute bullshit.
Oh my god.
What?
Wait, what's the rising? Scroll down a little bit. Tell me what the rising is. But I mean, this is great.
Capricorn.
Of course. Oh my god, that's so annoying.
You don't even know him. I don't understand.
Wow, so you're just like 2 know-it-alls that live together and know it all.
Okay. I love that you're looking at this thing that looks like a different language to me.
Right.
And you're going, yeah, he's a know-it-all. And he is, but he's like a bigger know-it-all than me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can tell you that.
Okay, so his sun is Gemini.
So he's got a lot of Capricorn in him, and his moon is in Capricorn just like mine.
Right.
And he's also an air sign like me. So it's possible that how does it work out when the two of you have to discuss emotions?
He's very stoic. He's like classic man. Mm-hmm. Like, won't show emotions, but he has them.
People use astrology for really strange things. Like, they always try to use it against you. Like, the only reason that I'm like, Pisces love to be overwhelmed and drowning is because I know that you'll be like, haha, yes.
I love it.
I do. I actually love it. Which a lot of Pisces do feel that way. But, like, also to be like, there are some people who would be like, Pisces have like addictive personalities. They're addicted to feeling shitty. And I'm like, having a 1 that got away is not addicted to feeling shitty. Chill out. Like, people use it in such a terrible way. Would you consider yourself solid individual capable of handling the stresses of everyday life?
Yes. I'm a very capable person.
Oh, their fanciful side can manifest in a love of travel, adventure, and romance. The crucial point here is the challenge of pursuing goals, which are distant and difficult to attain.
Oh my god, no, yes. I have no concrete goals.
Really?
I can't pick a thing. I feel like I've learnt a lot.
Yeah, and astrology is right.
Astrology is real. Tarot is real. Myers-Briggs is real. DNA testing is real. What else have I done? Enneagram. It's all obviously real.
Yeah.
Hello, Hannah from the future here. I know I said that this series would be 7 videos long, but I feel like I just have to include one final episode that is going to be a bit of a summary, a Q&A, what have we learned? So if you do have any questions for me on all of these different personality tests and astrology and all of that, please do leave them in the comments of this video and I'll be sure to check them out and answer as many as I can. And back to the video. Hope you're enjoying it.
Thanks so much, Dan.
Yeah.
For enlightening me, for enlightening the people. would love to hear in the comments what your like astrology chart looks like and if you believe in it or not. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anything you want to plug?
Well, just go to my Instagram, boygodking,
Yes.
and everything's there. But I have a gender fluid brand house, represent almost 20 brands, run by queer, trans, POC, black, disabled, women, and non-binary business owners. So if you want to shop from people that look like you can do that there.
Yep.
And also, I'm a talent manager, so if you're a brand, email me. And let's do deals.
Thank you so much for watching. Do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe because I make new videos every week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!